On January 19, 1987, the Commission in the city of San Antonio held its first official Martin Luther King Jr. March. Years later, San Antonio sees hundreds of thousands in attendance and has become one of the largest MLK marches in the nation. We're sharing how the Parks and Recreation Department proudly supports this effort behind the scenes every year so that our community can come together to honor Dr. King's legacy. Mr. Davis, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you're a former MLK commissioner and you're the 2020 lead for the MLK March. Can you tell us how you got started and how you got involved with the MLK March?
Well, I guess I got started back in '87 when the city's relationship with the commission grew, and the city became our major sponsor and supporter. And me working with the YMCA here in the park, I guess the commission decided to put those two together, and they put me to work, put it like that. So I've been with them ever since about '87.
So since '87 to today, how have you seen it grow?
Well, it has grown tremendously. No one could have anticipated this. When we were in the plaza on Houston and the Brownfields, we still would culminate with about 50, 60,000 people. And once we moved to this park, the doors opened. It just blew up. And so when they did that, it was a great fit. It just really was.
Hi Kevin, thanks for joining us today. We're here at MLK Park near where the march begins. Parks and Rec plays a huge effort in this. Can you tell us a little bit about what Parks and Rec does in your role?
Well, my role is essentially to make sure that the park is ready to accept hundreds of thousands of guests and to make sure it's clean when the event is over.
This is one of the largest MLK marches in the entire U.S. I believe 200 to 300,000 people show up. So tell us a little bit about the prep it takes and kind of walk us through that.
I and several other of my colleagues attend planning meetings hosted by the MLK Commission. And there we learn how we can best help them have a successful event.
So there are multiple divisions within Parks and Recreation who help with this effort. What are some of those divisions?
Well, probably, Michelle, it's better to ask which divisions don't help. But we see a heavy presence of our trades division. So you have carpenters, you have plumbers, you have electricians, we have the cleaning green team, prepping the park, making sure that it's ready to accept the guests. We have the volunteer services division help us get parks ready and facilities ready along the route. So really it's multiple divisions helping prep for this event.
Can you tell us a little bit just your experience on the commission where you've had people just support you in this effort?
Yes, if you look, when we do start marching, they are arm in arm, and it's a family atmosphere. Everybody feels safe and comfortable. But the main thing that this commission is doing is supporting the legacy of Dr. King. And we want to do our efforts to keep that dream alive. Because it's not for just African American people, it's for all what Dr. King was teaching. So it's just a great atmosphere, and San Antonio is just unique. I tell everybody that I talk to, they're just unique, and they come out in droves to support each other, and I just love the city.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media.